So something I want to talk about before we get too far into this course is how to stay motivated. It's something that I struggled with as a beginner artist, and it's something I get asked a lot of questions about. And it really is a difficult thing to understand and know how to deal with. Motivation can be fleeting. Sometimes we feel really excited and pumped up to work hard and reach our goals, and the next day those same feelings can almost completely disappear, and the inclination to watch TV feels overwhelmingly stronger than the inclination to draw or paint. But there's some things you can do to set yourself up for success and make it so that you do reach your goals and that you do start painting. So first thing is set a clear goal, right? What is it you want to get out of digital painting? Do you want to become a concept artist? Do you want it to be a hobby? Do you want to make your own children's book? Do you want to make your own comic book, right? What is your goal in learning how to digital paint? So first, set that. Then place it somewhere where it's visible, where you'll see it every day. Put it on your bathroom mirror, maybe put it on the background of your phone, wherever it is you need to put it that you'll see it every day. Make sure that it's clear and visible so that you are always constantly being reminded of what that goal is. Secondly, set time aside every day to paint or digital paint, draw, whatever it is that you need to practice. Making a calendar on your phone or even on a piece of paper in a notebook, whatever it is, plan out every day what you're going to do and how long you're going to do it for. And then make sure you have that time set aside where there's no other distractions so that you can get it done. It can be really easy to want to sit down and play a video game or watch TV or get on social media, but having a preset schedule is going to make it a lot easier to resist those temptations and instead work on getting better at painting. The next thing you can do is if you're going to be taking this whole course, which I assume you are, take the course and break it down into sections and figure out how many lectures you're going to watch a day and when you want to have it finished by. That way you can pace yourself and you don't just either binge watch the whole thing or watch a little bit and then never get around to watching the rest of it, right? The next thing you can do to make sure that you can stay motivated and stay pumped is to listen to lots and lots of content, right? Go online, find YouTube channels of artists that you really admire and respect, or Instagram, whatever it is. Surround yourself with content of people that motivate you. Now, it is possible to fall into the pitfall of just browsing Pinterest for hours and hours and never actually painting anything. So you want to make sure you don't do that. But it is good to be inspired and motivated by the artists around you. Okay? Lastly, what I recommend is making sure that you have everything set up for success that you're going to need for the next day in order to paint or draw, right? If you're going to be practicing in a sketchbook, then before you go to bed that night, make sure you set your sketchbook out, get all the pencils, all the tools you'll need so that it's ready and waiting for you with your reference photo, everything you're going to need. So when you wake up in the morning, all you have to do is sit down and start drawing. If you're going to be digital painting, then either have your iPad, your tablet, computer, whatever it is, have everything set up, all the reference photos you're going to need already looked up, all the inspiration so that you are ready to go and you can hit the ground running the next day. One of the biggest things that stops people is this kind of feeling of anxiety of this overwhelming task of having to get everything done or to start a brand new painting or a new assignment or a new project. By breaking it up and having all the prep work done beforehand, it makes it so much easier to jump in and start painting instead of having to first get your supplies ready, get your reference photo, get your software up, all this stuff that can really actually take some time. You can get that all out of the way the night before and just jump right in. I guess the very, very last thing is going to be you just have to do it, right? And there's all sorts of excuses why we don't want to or why we don't have to. But at the end of the day, it really just comes down to us. How bad do we want it? How much are we going to work to make it happen? And what are we willing to do to achieve our goals, right? So if you want to be a better digital artist, it's going to take practice. It's going to take a lot of hard work. And the hard thing about motivation is that a lot of times we have every reason not to do it, right? Maybe we just got home from work and we're super tired, or we still have so much other stuff to do, or bills to pay, all these other things, right? And there's plenty of excuses for why we shouldn't practice, right? And the thing is, nobody would blame us for them, right? Nobody out there, most people we know would say, yeah, that's fair, that's justifiable. Like, you have every reason to go do that instead of practice tonight because, you had a long day at work or you have other stuff to do. But it doesn't matter what other people are going to think. And it doesn't matter whether or not other people justify our excuses. What matters is how badly we want it. So regardless of whether other people think that you're totally justified in not practicing, or regardless of how much work you have to do or how tired you are, if you really want it, you simply have to make it happen. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps and dig in and work hard. So I hope this is enough to keep you motivated. And, honestly, not the number one thing, but one of the things that motivate me the most, something that I do when I'm feeling unmotivated. I go on YouTube, I look up Shia LaBeouf Just Do It, and I watch it about 10 times in a row. And for me, that works. That makes me feel motivated and think, you know what, Austin, just do it. But figure out what works for you, right? Find some sort of ritual that you can fall back on that can become a habit for you, so that every time you're not feeling motivated, you know exactly what to do to get you in that spot, instead of having to kind of mope around and figure out and feel all the stress and anxiety about getting to practicing. So that's it for this lecture. I can't wait to jump in and get started, and I'll see you guys in the next one.